Hey, Matt Morris at mattmorris.com. Happy New Year's. It is New Year's Eve, and this is part two of our two-part series here. On Wednesday, I talked about you becoming the right person, how to create your ultimate self. And today, as promised, I told you I was going to go through and talk a little bit about my goal setting process. Again, this is what I've done for the last 15 years of my life, and it's one of the reasons why almost every single year over the last 15 years, we've had more success than we have the year before. And, this past year, 2015, was no exception. Record year, most income we've ever made. It has definitely been the most exciting. I've traveled more than I've ever traveled before. Just had a ton of fun this year. It's been a huge, huge blessing, and I am super, super excited about making 2016 even better. So one thing, if you have not read my book, The Unemployed Millionaire, I actually have a chapter that talks about goal setting, goal getting, and I go through a few key elements. Now, this is standard stuff. You can go online, read this anywhere. But it's basically the aspects of a goal. So we're going to talk a little bit about the aspects of a goal, but I really want you to get the importance, and I want to give you my, kind of psychology behind it. Because if you don't know the psychology behind it, then you're way less likely to actually do it. And so number one, you've got to have a specific goal. It's not you can't have a goal of becoming wealthy. Even if your goal is to get out of debt, you need to know exactly how much debt you need to pay off. So make the goal very specific so you know exactly what you're going after. You've got to have a time frame to achieve it. You have to have a deadline for every goal. So if your goal is to earn $100,000 a year, well, is the goal to earn $100,000 this year in 2016, or is it 3 years from now? So you got to be very specific. You got to have a time frame. The goal must be written down. And for those of you who are overly analytical, yes, you can print it out. It doesn't have to be handwritten. You've got to have a compelling purpose for the goal. So this is something where a lot of people fall short. They don't do this process. What's your reason for having the goal? Why is achieving the goal a must for you? If it's just something you kind of want, you're really not very likely to get it. But if it's something that is a must, you must have it, guess what? You're going to do a lot more to make that a reality. And then obviously you have to have an action plan for the goal. So what are you willing to do, and what exactly are you going to do? Breaking it down by the numbers in some cases. And you must think about and look at your goal regularly. Now, what I would encourage you to do is do what I do. Print it out. Where every day I've got my goal workbook right here. It's printed out. I can review it on a daily basis. I like to review it at night before I go to bed so I can kind of sleep on it. And, it's just a process that works for me. And so print it out. And, instead of just having, many people do financial goals. And it's great to have financial goals and career goals. But obviously, there's a lot more to life than just making money. You've got your relationships. You've got your family. You've got your fun, your adventure, your health and fitness, your investment goals, your contribution goals, things like that. And so be a little more well-rounded than just your career and just money. Be successful in all areas of life. And here's what I believe is true. I believe that if you are more well-rounded, if you are more fit, if you've got your health in the right spot, that's going to make you more successful in other areas. If your relationship is good, that's going to make you more successful in other areas as well. And so I'll kind of give you mine. So obviously, like I mentioned on the last video, I've got my core purpose. This is why I do what I do, why I'm so juiced to do what I do, why I'm excited to go after it, the core values that I live by. I put the important action items, for the next 90 days. What are the key things that I need to be going after? And by the way, I have a thing at the very top of the list, and it's the date that I've updated it. And so I might update this 3, 4, 5 times a month. On a regular basis, I'm updating, I'm tweaking, I'm adding action items that I need to accomplish in order to make the goal a reality. I've got my daily absolutes. This is something new that I've added where, what are the simple things every single day that I must do? Reading my affirmations is one. Working out. Even if it's not going to the gym, even if it's just doing, getting down and doing 50 push-ups, doing sit-ups, whatever, something every single day to improve my health and fitness. I've got a handful of other things, 30 minutes of learning and reading. So obviously reading books, watching audio and video programs. And then one that I added, it's to follow my to-do list. So I used to carry around a physical planner with me all the time. And so we've kind of everything, it's a digital world now. And so I put my to-do list on a little app on my phone. Well, what happens is if I don't have it in front of me, I sometimes don't do it. So part of my daily absolutes is every single day, in the morning and at night, I'm reviewing my to-do list. That way it's, it doesn't escape me. I don't forget it. And so in getting into my goals, I've got my goals as a speaker and an author. That's something that's important to me. It builds my legacy, having books. So this is something that's going to live well beyond me, even after I'm gone. And so one of my goals in 2016 is to write another book. And so that's a big goal of mine. And I've got some specific, I'm not going to go through every one, but I've got specific goals. So I've got my overall goal that I have for, me as a speaker and an author. And then I've got individual goals. So it's not just one goal, it's one overall goal and then many other sub goals. And then I've got an action plan behind it. And part of the action plan, and this should be true for many of your goals, is what are you going to have to learn in order to make that goal a reality? What are you going to have to learn? And so I've got a handful of courses that I'm going to consume, that I'm going to go through. You can write down books that you need to read. And let's say, I know chances are if you're watching me right now, you're an entrepreneur, you're a sales professional, or more than likely you're in network marketing. And so in order to achieve everything that you want in network marketing, obviously your success is going to be equal to your effort times your skill. So how do you improve your skill? It's through education. So you got to educate yourself first. So what books on network marketing are you going to read? What events are you going to go to? Does your company provide events? My company, for instance, we have a lot of events. And so I'm plugging into every major event that we do. In fact, I'm training at many of those. But if your company doesn't have major events, you better make sure you're attending some network marketing industry events if your company doesn't provide you that. Because again, your success is going to be equal to your knowledge, your skill set. Okay. What courses are you going to go through? Okay. So that's one. And then a question that I believe you should ask on every goal that you have is, who do you need to become in order to accomplish that goal? Who do you need to become? And so you can go back to my previous video. If you didn't watch part one, watch part one, and I'll go through in detail what you need to do in order to become that person. And so I've got my network marketing company here, and I've got my specific financial goals. I've got my goal to hit the next rank, and it's very specific. So I'm going to hit this rank on a particular date. And I know it's 120 days from now, and I know I need to grow my customer base by 2.5 customers per day in order to achieve that in certain groups. So I know on a daily basis, if I'm not growing by 2.5 customers a day, I know I'm falling short of my goal. So I either need to readjust the goal, or I need to do something that's going to create an increase in customer acquisition. Okay. And then I've got the next goal after that, and I've got a deadline for that. And I know who specifically, who are the specific groups and leaders that I need to pour into, that I need to mentor in order to make that a reality. What are the groups that I need to run specific promotions to? And so I've got that down. In fact, I've even got a handful of promotions for the beginning of the year. I mean, I know for the next couple months, in fact, I listed out monthly promotions all the way into June, into July actually, of different promotions that I'm going to run for specific groups that I need to achieve the next level. And so, this is a business plan. See, many people, especially in network marketing, you get involved in network marketing and, you got your own business, but you don't really treat it like a real business. You haven't created a business plan for your business. And if you don't have a business plan for your business, no wonder you're not achieving the goals that you want. So create your business plan, create your action plan. How many calls are you going to make on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? How many people are you going to show your business to on a weekly basis? How many people are you going to personally sponsor into your organization? How many customers are you going to gather? How many people are going to tell you no? You know, that's a great goal to set. That's part of the action plan, okay? And then I've got my financial goal, right? And so I've got my income goal, earn $4 million in 2016. So I know that's $333,000 a month, it's $76,000 a week, it's $10,000 a day, and it's $457 an hour, 24 hours a day. So I know exactly what I have to go after and why. So again, every goal should have the why. And so I'll just read you the purpose for this. Why is earning that income important for me? Well, it's to create generational wealth for my family. Okay, that's something luckily we've already done. I want to take it to the next level where I know my children's children are going to live a much better life because I created this goal and I went after it. Okay, so generational giving through our foundation. So through our family foundation, create generational giving. And so that's a big goal for this year, is to make sure that's all set up properly, where every single year our net worth increases. We're able to give more than we were the year before, and that happens in perpetuity, okay? So, you know, that's important. It's not just about me, it's about generations to come, not just generations for my family, but generational giving. That excites me. I'm way more likely to go after this goal in a hardcore manner because that's exciting. It's to have total freedom, giving me and my family the ability to travel the world at the highest level, to buy whatever I want, whenever I want. It's to inspire millions of other people. So again, it's not just about me, it's about inspiring millions of people, and it's to live up to God's highest calling for my life. See, I know God gave me the power to earn a lot more than $4 million a year, okay? I could earn $40 million a year, $400 million a year. See, God gives us unlimited potential. So where I'm at right now, $4 million, that's the next level. So that's where I'm at. And don't feel like for you, your goal may be $40,000 a year. If your goal is $40,000 in the next year, that's awesome. If your goal is to earn $4,000 a month in your network marketing company, that is an amazing goal. You know, years ago, I had much smaller goals than I do now. And so, be okay with where you're at. And then I've got my my action plan. And so, I know in order to make that a reality, I have to execute on my the previous goals that I had. I've got to bump up funding for one particular investment. I need to buy X number of homes. I know exactly how many investment homes that I need to buy. And tracking my net worth every 90 days. That's something that I do I've been doing about every 6 months. I'm going to bump it up to every 90 days because what you track improves. And it's exciting to see on a quarterly basis your net worth continue to grow. Okay, so that's a financial goal. So here's a family goal. See, this is about you being a leader. You've got to lead yourself first. You're not going to achieve what you want if you're hitting up on the law of the lid. See, the law of the lid says your income is never going to grow beyond your level of leadership. So you got to lead yourself by creating your personal business plan. And if you want to lead your family, you better have a business plan or a family plan. And so, my overall goal, is to grow our children into happy, impeccably mannered, worldly, successful leaders who make a major impact in the world. And so, are they going to go out and be superstars? I don't know. But by me having a goal of that and doing everything I can to empower them, not spoil them, but empower them, they're probably a lot more likely to go live up to their potential if I have made it a priority for making sure that happens. So I've got a purpose behind it. It's to create a legacy of multi-generational love, success, wealth, and contribution for our family. See, it's not just about my kids' success. It's about my grandchildren and their grandchildren's success. And so I've got specific goals for the kids, specific schools, for instance. Begin writing our Morris Family Constitution, our laws of success, and got inspired by Napoleon Hill. He's got his laws of success. So there's laws of success in life, but is there a law of success for your family? What are you going to leave to your children, to your grandchildren? What are you going to leave to them so they have a guide to being successful? It's going to mean they can go read books, yes, but it's going to mean more if you became a strong leader and you created it and they saw evidence of someone that they're related to that had success. And so that's something I'm inspired to do because it's going to last well beyond me. Okay, and then I've got an action plan behind it. I've got our, for instance, our Morris family values that, you know, my children, they know backwards and forwards. I've got personal adventure, health, learning, contribution goals, you know. I've got that listed out. I've even got, you know, 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 year, where I'll be in a year, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. And then what's exciting to do is to track it on a year-to-year basis, track what your goals were, and at the end of 2016, you can look back and you can say, wow, I did this. I fell short here. What do I need to do to adjust? So listen, I know this is a lot of information. We've been going about 15 minutes here. I hope it adds some value. And here's what I want it to do for you. I want your plan for 2016, I want it to be a priority for you. I know you've set goals in the past. I know you've had New Year's resolutions and you've gotten excited about the goals, but you forget about them. Keep this video, maybe watch it throughout the year. Print out your goals. Create a goal book like I do. And it doesn't have to be detailed. It can be short. The key is don't forget about it. Keep it in front of you. If you need to write it on your bathroom mirror, write it on your bathroom mirror. I used to have goal cards that I would put all over my little one-bedroom apartment. I got obsessed with my goal, and because I got obsessed with my goal, the goal came true. You got to focus on it. Have it be a burning obsession within you in a healthy way to go after it. Okay, don't sacrifice every other area of your life in order to make the goal come true, but have it be an obsession, have it be a commitment. And listen, I want you to make 2016 the best year you've ever had. I hope I can assist you in that. I'm going to continue to record videos all throughout the year that will help raise you to another level. Here's what I want you to do. In the comments below, what I want to hear from you is this. I want you to tell me, give me one specific goal. State it publicly with everyone. If we're on YouTube, if it's on my Facebook, if it's on my blog, wherever you're at, below the video, I want you to comment and tell me what your specific goal is. Okay? Hold yourself accountable. See, what you say in public, it applies some pressure and you're more likely to actually achieve the goal. So let me see your goal below. If you feel like this video can add some value to some others, please share it. Share the love. Share the contribution with others. And if you're not subscribed at mattmorris.com, hop over to mattmorris.com, put your name and email address in. I'm going to send you a special 5-day training video series I recorded on how to go from amateur to professional in network marketing, and you'll receive all of my videos that I post to my blog. So thanks for tuning in. Let's go make life an adventure.